present. This will be the Sagittarius season reading. As we all know, we have a new moon eclipse happening with Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius season is a portal experience, so we are expecting changes to happen. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with the first house, Sagittarius. This is about new physical changes. It could be with your physical body, or your physical body could be moving or going to another location to experience other ideas or ideals of how to live. This could be you taking on a new philosophy about life that also helps transform your physical body or your physical experience here on Earth. Okay, so let's see what we have for you guys. This is one of the decks I didn't put in the description. This is the Shaman deck 111. I didn't put it down below. So yeah. First house, Sagittarius season. First house, Sagittarius season. Split. Okay, so the first card out, we have the Three of Bows, which is like the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Bows. Okay, it may hurt you to leave something or someone behind, or it may be like a job you're leaving behind, but it's because you're moving on to something that's more fitting for who you are on an authentic level. And there may be some competition, or you may feel like you're in a competitive environment that's forcing you to find a new way to deal with the situation. But I definitely see you leaving one situation and going to another where you have to get, you know, your authentic self acclimated to where you are now, because there is a burden being lifted, and that is your card. Ten of Bones is the Ten of Fire, so Sag energy. So I feel like there is something coming at you that you know may take you by surprise, but with this breakthrough, this emotional breakthrough that leads you to an ascended state of mind, especially during this new moon eclipse, it puts you in a situation where you have to be the leader, because there may not be anyone around to lead people. And you may want people to find their own way and figure it out and do things that are, you know, appropriate to and for them. However, they're looking for you in your wisdom to, you know, help them out to figure out like why or how they can use the experience of you being around to their advantage. And, you know, we have a lot of wisdom being Sagittarius rising. A lot of people see you as very wise beyond your years. Even as a youth, you were someone who just happened to know things, and you know that gift is being kind of tugged on right now for you to help other people out to manifest releasing their own burdens. But this might be a burden for you to, you know, constantly be in the spotlight where you have to share your wisdom constantly with people, especially people who don't listen very well. Like, you could be in a relationship or have some type of relationship going on in your life where you're trying to share ways that people can balance their life out with your wisdom that you've learned from letting things go and moving on in life, and then they're just like feeling like, well, it doesn't really apply to them, but then they keep coming back asking for more, and it's like, okay, but if you're not listening, why would I keep sharing with you? You know, but it's basically because they look at you as being the leader. And maybe they need that information to challenge them in order for them to sprout and to grow in a different direction. They may not use it today, but they may use it tomorrow or next year or 5-10 years from now. You never know. Just don't give up on being true to yourself. Okay, so let's look at this Three of Bows. Why is the Three of Bows here? Okay, so we have the Strength card. Yeah, it's taking a lot for you not to break off or break away from whoever this is. It could be a fire sign, or it just could be you having a hard time breaking away from a relationship that you've cultivated for a very long time. And again, it may have to do with a job or, you know, a certain company or even a business that you've opened and you invested your time in that you may have to release from it being one way and get ready for it to be transformed into a whole new direction that you may have been praying for, 555, but now is like finally about to take off, and you are, it's like your mind is so far out there, and at the same time you're looking to ground with that Three of Bows, Saturn energy. So I feel like you need to break up with your past way of philosophizing how you live life, because there's a new, more authentic way that's coming, and people are going to be looking to you for information, to lead, you know, things like that. So we have the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Bows. So this is you thinking outside the box or going outside of your own box to fulfill your own wishes and not settling. Don't settle for anything that's not true to you. Five of Bones. Okay, so we got the Lovers here with the Queen of Wands. So we saw the King already, but now we got the Queen of Wands here. So definitely you are cosmically being matched with the situation that's going to cause you to have to take a chance with yourself and step up and just be the leader that you know you are to be. And you may have to be a creative leader, a creative director, or you may have to be a leader, or you may have to lead people by mediating. You may have to lead people by, you know, being a manager of some sort, or training people on how to do something that you've already experienced, Sag, and you know how to do. So yeah, but this is, and you got the Justice card with the Death card, and then the World's card. Like, you gonna make a choice, like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this because you know it's the right thing to do, and it's gonna change everything moving forward, which is what you want. You want something that is going to be stable, fixed, and new, and this is Saturn here. So this is you learning a lesson when it comes to, you know, opening yourself up to a whole new way of living your life. Like I was saying, it may be a whole new philosophy you may need to adapt to that is very, very different than the past. With this Aquarius energy being right here, it has to do with you being true to yourself. You may have to break away from groupthink or how other people thought, or you may have thought one way with this group of people, but now you're starting to see there is a conflict of interest with you and how you move forward in life, because it's not making sense anymore. Whatever philosophy or belief system that you had before is kind of worn out. Whatever job or relationship that you were into before is starting to wear out. So now it's time for you to make that new change. And it's a new moon coming, and then the full moon in Gemini. It's not going to be an eclipse like it was last year, but it will help you gain perspective, especially with that moon card. The Moon and Libra card, the Two of Swords at the bottom. It'll help you gain a better perspective and balancing out, you know, why you made the decision that you made, and how, you know, moving forward is going to give you that balance that you needed in order to be the creative, divine, feminine being that you are. And the Queen of Wands is feminine, but she operates in her masculine energy, and that's what Sag is. It is masculine energy. It is fire energy. So you do have to put some work in, but you'll see at the full moon that it was all well worth it. especially if it has to do with children, or it has to do with you know, how you relate to people who are younger than you, or how you relate to people who, again, they're looking for you to be the leader. And you may have to break away, you know, from this group in order to lead these smaller groups and make it your own. Make it your own. It's like you work for a company and then you see that, you know, the way they've been doing things isn't, you know, very efficient, or it's not working for you and lots of other people, and you see a gap in society where you can feel that position and create a bridge between where y'all used to be and where everyone wants to go now. You have the ability to do that, and you are mutable energy rising, so you have the impression also for other people to trust that you know what you're doing. You're wise. And with all of this at the bottom is Justice, the Death, and the World card. You are meant to create a change in your complete life working system. It has to be changed. And going against that change will create some type of karmic for you and all those involved with you. However, at the same time, what I'm saying is it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to let go of something that is gnawing at you. You need to face it. All right. And once you face it, you know, you'll feel balanced, you'll feel better, you'll feel ready to move ahead, being the leader that you are. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this message, please leave a comment below, and you can share how this helped you. You can also like, share, and subscribe to the channel, share on social media. And thank you so much again. Peace.